95% of the ocean is yet to be explored. The ocean is full of marvelous creatures and plants, but there is so much that we don't know. In the ocean, there are 3 zones. The euphotic zone, which is known as the sunlight zone. The sphotic zone, which is known as the twilight zone. So what if there is a zone where sunlight does not penetrate, and because of that, photosynthesis cannot occur, so therefore there's no plants? Far beneath the ocean surface, 3,000 feet down in the pitch black, lies the world of endless space. It's our planet's last great unexplored frontier. Enormous, strange, haunting creatures, alien landscapes, and unexpected beauty. Join us as we take a deep dive into the darkness, the Midnight Zone.
If we are to follow, we must use a submarine. As we descend into the darkness, the pressure builds, the temperature falls. Below 500 meters, new mysterious animals appear. Their bizarre shapes help them to remain suspended in the dark space. All around, organic particles drift downwards. Marine snow, detritus from the creatures swarming in the sunlit waters above. The snow is food for many animals here, like the sea spider, a small relative of shrimps and crabs. The weirdest in this world of the strange, Vampiroteuthis, the vampire squid from hell. Disturb it, and it only retreats a little distance.
3,000 feet down, the dark zone is a dangerous realm. The water is pitch black, near freezing, and home to some of the most monstrous-looking creatures on Earth. Relative to body size, these are the largest teeth in the ocean. So big their owner can't even close its mouth. They belong to the Fangtooth, a powerful, muscular fish. It's an unusually aggressive hunter. And with food in such short supply down here, dark zone predators can't afford to be finicky. This fish, captured on film for the first time, is a hairy angler. Its highly sensitive antennae can detect the slightest movement of any prey careless enough to stray too close. But one of the strangest fish yet discovered is this nearly 6-foot-long denizen, the Gulper eel. Like a monster made from spare parts, its whip-like tail hangs down from a massive head. Gulper eels can unhinge their enormous jaws to swallow a meal as big as themselves. The gulper is a patient fisherman. Hanging motionless in mid-water, it waits for an unsuspecting victim to approach its gaping maw. And then, it's lights out. This world may be alien, but it's not without beauty. Caught in the lights of the submersible, a deep-sea jelly puts on an impressive display. Oceanographer Craig Smith continues to marvel at this astonishing world.
If you turn off the lights, you see this amazing light show everywhere in the ocean, just this amazing light show of bioluminescence. As the submersible goes down, it hits jellyfish and other kinds of animals that have that luminesce. And so it's like a meteor shower as you're going down. And it's just extraordinary.
Bioluminescence is light generated by living organisms. And for deep-sea anglerfish, it makes for some tempting lures. This squid is intrigued by the glimmer of light. It might just be food. A satisfying meal for a fish with a highly extendable stomach. Other hunters, like this flashlight fish, use bioluminescence to search out prey in the darkness.
Go after it, and it has a special defense. To see what it does, you must switch off the lights. The vampire squid has lights of its own. Bioluminescent bacteria shine from pockets on its arms to confuse its predators. And Vampiro-toothis disappears into the blackness.
Bioluminescence is useful in escape as well as attack. A shrimp senses a threat. It spins in the water, releasing bioluminescent glue that sticks to the pursuer. Suddenly illuminated, the attacker is now on the defensive, vulnerable to its own predators. Right in the middle of the abyssal plain lie the largest geological structures on our planet. The mid-ocean ridges. They extend for over 30,000 miles. The longest mountain chain on Earth. And on on the other side of this sublime landscape, a newly discovered world. The mid-ocean ridge system forms the longest continuous mountain range on Earth. If the Andes, Rockies, and Himalayas were strung together, they'd still be dwarfed by this incredible underwater range. The mid-ocean ridge is actually a series of volcanic mountains rising from a seam in the Earth's plates. As the plates slowly move apart, magma rises from the Earth's core, creating a surreal landscape. Throughout the ridge, towering volcanic chimneys pour out sulfide-rich water as hot as molten lead. Marine scientist Richard Lutz is a veteran of the vents.
We saw many spectacular chimneys, some of which were 30 feet high. They're the mountain peaks. They're the small Everests on the bottom of the sea, and herein lie the oases of light. Those little islands of life that are down on the bottom. Phenomenal life forms that were beyond our wildest imagination.
But it's a dangerous place to explore. Despite this hostile backdrop, life flourishes around the volcanic vents. Pompeii worms make their home on the chimneys. Few animals on Earth can tolerate such high temperatures. And they aren't the only creatures living here.
The hydrothermal vent community is like nothing you've ever seen. If you want to see an alien planet, if you want to see something that just is absolutely mind-blowing in its diversity and its magnitude and its just vast number of creatures living where nothing else is around, go to the hydrothermal vents.
Whole communities of different organisms have taken hold in the chimneys, like these gardens of mussels. Swarms of white crabs and hundreds of 3-foot-long tube worms thrive near the vents. Until these creatures were discovered, it was believed that all life on Earth was dependent on the sun. But these tube worms are packed with a kind of bacteria that derives energy from the sulfides pouring from the vents. Just as green plants are the basis of life for animals living in the sun, these bacteria and other microbes provide the foundation of life for many specialized vent species.
Each and every dive that we go on, we find something we've never seen before, and perhaps something someone will never see again. We know in tropical rainforests just how many species no longer exist. We want to make sure in the deep sea that we take a lesson from those actions and make sure we don't do the same thing.